African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoy, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 16th of May, 2023. The Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation launched a combined attack with long-range precision-guided air and sea-based weapons against the armed forces of Ukraine units, as well as depots of ammunition, weapons, and military equipment supplied by Western countries. The goal of the attack has been reached. All the assigned targets have been neutralized. U.S.-manufactured Patriot surface-to-air missile system has been struck by Kinzhal hypersonic glide vehicle in Kyiv. In Kupiansk direction, the attacks, launched by aviation and artillery of the Zapad group of forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the armed forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware close to Novomlinsk and Kislovka, Kharkov region. The actions of 5 Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance groups have been suppressed close to Timkovka, Masyatovka, Kotlyarovka, Kharkov region, and Novosiylovskoye and Stelmakovka, Lugansk People's Republic. The enemy losses were up to 60 Ukrainian servicemen and 4 motor vehicles. In Krasny Lyman direction, the attacks, launched by operational tactical and army aviation, artillery, and heavy flamethrower systems of the Center Group of Forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the armed forces of Ukraine units close to Nevskoye, Chervenaya Dybrova, Lugansk People's Republic, and Grigorovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The armed forces of Ukraine losses were up to 65 Ukrainian servicemen, 2 infantry vehicles, and 1 Akatsia self-propelled howitzer. In Donetsk direction, the assault detachments continue to conduct offensive actions against the enemy in the western part of Artyomovsk. The units of the U group of forces held the enemy by covering the flanks of the assault units. The most difficult situation was near Krasnoye, Donetsk People's Republic, where the units of the 4th Motorized Rifle Brigade have repelled 10 armed forces of Ukraine attacks. The enemy losses were over 70 Ukrainian servicemen, 1 infantry fighting vehicle, and 2 armored personnel carriers. Operational tactical and army aviation, as well as artillery of the U group of forces, inflicted a fire damage on the enemy units close to Chasov Yar and Bogdanovka, Donetsk People's Republic. As a result of the airstrike, a road overpass that used to transport the enemy reinforcements to the town of Artyomovsk has been destroyed close to Krasnoye, Donetsk People's Republic. Russian aviation have made 9 sorties in this area during the day. The group's artillery have performed 74 firing missions. In Donetsk direction, the enemy losses were up to 215 Ukrainian servicemen, 5 armored fighting vehicles, 7 motor vehicles, as well as MSTB and D-30 howitzers. In South Donetsk and Zaporizhzhia directions, the attacks, launched by aviation and artillery of the Vostok group of forces, have resulted in the neutralization of the enemy units close to Shevchenko and Velikaya Novosayolka, Donetsk People's Republic, Malinovka, Chervenoy, Belogorye, and Novodanilovka, Zaporizhzhia region. The actions of 1 Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance group have been disrupted close to Urozhenoye, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy losses were up to 135 Ukrainian servicemen, 3 motor vehicles, 2 MSTB howitzers, and 1 Akatsia self-propelled artillery system. In Kherson direction, the enemy losses were up to 25 Ukrainian servicemen, 1 Akatsia self-propelled artillery system, and 5 motor vehicles. Operational tactical and army aviation and artillery of the Russian group of forces have engaged 75 armed forces of Ukraine artillery units, manpower, and hardware in 102 areas during the day. Fighter aviation of Russian aerospace forces have shot down Su-24 and Su-25 aircraft of Ukrainian Air Force near Varvarovka and Krasnoarmysk, Donetsk People's Republic. Air Defense Forces intercepted 7 Storm Shadow long-range cruise missiles, 3 HARM anti-radar missiles, and 7 HIMARS multiple-launch rocket system projectiles. Air defense facilities have shot down 22 unmanned aerial vehicles close to Ivanovka and Yevgenovka, Donetsk People's Republic, Topolyavka, Lugansk People's Republic, Inzernoye, Blagoveshchenka, Zaporizhzhia region, and Krinky, Kherson region. In total, 427 airplanes, 233 helicopters, 4,178 unmanned aerial vehicles, 422 air defense missile systems, 9,176 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,100 fighting vehicles equipped with MLRS, 4,828 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 10,233 special military motor vehicles have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.